Alright, hello YouTube. I am back with another movie review. But first, before I get into this video, if you're new here and you like the video, or you are a returning viewer and you like what I'm doing here on this channel, whether you are a returning viewer or you're new here, if you want to see more, things like movie reviews, rants, reviews on comics, reviews on, media, and everything else along those lines, then please take the time to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will be notified when I have new videos go up. You guys subscribing, not only helps me out, but it helps the channel out, and you guys get more, of the content that you guys want to see, so everybody wins. But yes, today I am going to be reviewing The Black Phone. So this movie, it is a Blumhouse movie. It's one of the better Blumhouse movies. And this movie stars Mason Thames, Madeline McGraw, Jeremy Davies, James Ranson, and Ethan Hawke. So this movie is actually based on the short story by Joe Hill, originally published as 20th Century Ghosts. And fun fact, for those of you who don't know, Joe Hill is actually Stephen King's son. But the basic gist of this movie is you have a teenager by the name of Finney Blake. He and his sister Gwen live with their very, very abusive and alcoholic father in Denver, Colorado. And there are these kids, that turn up missing. One kid, goes missing, at the beginning of the movie, but then, more kids are turning up missing as the movie goes on, and the police come to, Finney's, Finney's and Gwen's school, and they start to question Gwen because Gwen has like these dreams, sort of speak, and these dreams have a habit of coming true. So they are questioning, Gwen, not because they think that she's involved, but because her dreams, again, have a habit of coming true, and they want to, and they're trying to figure out, obviously, like who's involved and how they can help, find, these missing kids. And so Finney, Finney, obviously, he gets grabbed, by the grabber. He gets grabbed, by the grabber. He goes missing, and his sister, and their father, who was already, very, very abusive. Their mother supposedly killed herself, and she actually had the same dreams that Gwen has. And there is a reason for that. But he gets grabbed by the grabber, and you really see their dad, really descend further and further into, like, this grief, like this grief-stricken, stage, and just really, continue, like his downward, spiral. Finney is held in, like, this room, and all there is in this room, is this really, really old, out of order, black phone. And this black phone has a habit of ringing. Finney, will pick up the phone and he'll hear, like these voices of basically, all the victims, of the grabber, Ethan Hawke's character, and and they, and some of the voices on this phone, some of them, are Finney's friends, and they're, talking to him, and they're trying to get him, they're trying to get him, like motivated, and they're trying to get him, they're dropping him, like clues basically on how to, on how to try to get out of, like this room, basically, like this prison that, that the grabber has, holds, Finney in. And it's a very, 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 very good movie. There's very, very little science fiction in this movie. This movie, is very, very grounded. It almost has a very, like realistic, like feel to it. There's not a whole lot of science fiction in it. It's nothing, you won't find any elements of like Friday the 13th or, like Nightmare on Elm Street or, like any horror movies with any, like supernatural, elements. There's none of that in this movie. It feels very, very grounded, and it feels very, very, like very, very raw and very, very real. The grabber is a very, very mysterious character in this movie because we don't really know anything about him. He's kept, very much as like a mystery figure. We don't really know like where he came from or who he is or, or anything like that, other than the fact that Ethan Hawke is terrifying in this movie. He is absolutely fantastic in this movie. A lot of this movie is very much about bullying. It's very much about, standing up to bullies and standing up for yourself. And standing up to yourself, standing up for yourself, in the face of danger, standing up for yourself, when getting, when getting bullied, when getting picked on. Finney is a very, very, Finney himself is a very, very intelligent kid. He's a very, very intelligent kid, but he's also very shy. He doesn't really have many friends. He has a friend of his, he has a friend, that helps him, he has one of, the few friends in this movie that he does have, ends up, helping him out a great deal, in this movie, towards the end of the movie. I'm not going to say how, but he ends up being, helping him out greatly in this movie. And Ethan Hawke in this movie, I know I can't stop talking about Ethan Hawke in this movie, but he is so friggin' phenomenal in this movie, and he is terrifying. You can see on the cover, each time he comes in to see Finney, he'll wear, a mask like this, but with a different facial expression on each one. And it is so terrifying in this, it is so terrifying. It's a very, very realistic, it's a very, like, realistic, very, like, very raw, type of horror. It's a very, it feels very real, and it feels very grounded, and it is, this movie is very, very well done, very, very well written. Scott Derrickson is the director of this movie. Scott Derrickson and C. Robert Cargill always do a phenomenal job in really everything that they do together. They did this, they did Doctor Strange, they did Sinister, they did The Black Phone 2, which I will be reviewing a little later. But yeah, no, this movie is absolutely fantastic. It is one of the best movies that Blumhouse has ever put out. So if you guys haven't seen this, I cannot recommend this movie enough. If you haven't seen it, watch it. You will enjoy the hell out of it, because I definitely did. Anyway, so let me know what you guys think. Let me guys know. Let me know if you've seen it and what you thought of it. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.